shorter blood trails and longer stories. Watch them drop with Grim Reaper.
Hi, and welcome back to The American Archer. We're with Mike Lifford today, and we're talking about target panic. Now, Mike, we've kind of went over the causes and the symptoms, I guess, of target panic. So let's get down to it. How do you cure it? Because I know guys have dealt with it for years.
Well, first thing is it really helps if you can shoot with your trigger under control. Back tension. And one of the things you want to do is get that release aid off the tip of your finger and get it back in here between your first and second knuckle. The tip of your finger has 100 more sensory receptors, than your middle of your finger does, and that'll help you to shoot the bow easier. If you're shooting a handheld release, you need to get it buried back here in your thumb, behind your fingertip, but back into your thumb, and you're rolling it around. And that way, when you're pulling and squeezing is what you want to tell yourself to do, that thing will go off without the body knowing it. Okay? The other thing is you have to stay focused on that bullseye. That's a must. And then if you can do that, get yourself using this back tension, which is a pull and a squeeze at the same time, waiting for that bow to go off and not helping it. Your target panic will slowly disappear, and you'll shoot better shots. You just will shoot better shots all the time. When a deer comes in, and buddy, I know this, like everybody that hunts knows it, your adrenaline gets going, you get excited, and the first thing you want to do is you're going to put yourself in haul butt mode. And that's where your target panic will come in, because you're automatically going to let this finger come back here and hit your release, because you want to be in control. You want to be in control of your shot, and that's how you do it. You stop aiming the bow, which is what you're doing when you're letting your conscious mind come back here and work your release. You got to stop doing that. Stay on the middle of that target. Let your peripheral vision bring that sight in. And then squeeze and pull. Squeeze, pull, and squeeze. Pull and squeeze.
You have told me in the past, and we've talked about this, so I'm repeating myself, is, that when you shoot, when your trigger goes off, it should almost be a surprise. The back tension stuff. And if you're telling yourself, by the time your mind tells your finger to touch off that trigger and stuff, there's all kinds of room for error there. It's got to be that surprise.
Yeah, well, the biggest thing is when you stop looking at the target, you're letting your pen run. It can go anywhere. It's not staying where it's supposed to stay. If you're focusing on the middle of the target with your conscious mind, it will stay there. And, through the shot, aim through the shot, and it'll stay right in the middle of the target as you're executing. Your bow goes off, it'll stay right there. It won't be jumping and moving around. Your arrows will stay out of the ditch.
Gotcha. So I've got target panic. I'm getting it down as far as working on my release. What should I be looking at? I've heard people say get up close to the target and shoot. I've heard people say close your eyes.
That's the biggest thing right there. I'd get a target. I think the best thing to do is to get a piece of cardboard, take your spray bottle, and paint yourself a bullseye on it about this big around, about the size of a coffee cup. So there's a nice big aiming spot that's easy to do. And just start shooting your bow and working on this. Shoot 3 arrows per end, max, not 6 or 8 or 10. Even 2 would be better. Because by the time when you're walking up to pull that target, your mental process is working. What did I do wrong? What did I do right? What have I got to do in the next one? When you shoot 10 arrows up there, you all do it at the same time. So once again, you're building that bad practice.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Yeah, that makes good sense.
So get a big target face up there where you can aim the bow and start just working on this stuff, and boom, it'll start going off. And you're going to have some hiccups in it. You always will, for a while.
And I want to go back to what you said earlier about the trigger. You're saying to the viewers out there, stay away from using the tip of your finger. Get into it.
Yeah, when you get the tip of the finger on that baby, makes it real easy to thump it. Because you're telling yourself to make it go off, and your sensory receptors are right there going, oh yeah, we're ready to go, man, right now. When it gets back in here, not so much that way. You got to make it work.
So what Mike's saying is, if you're using the trigger, you want to get right into it.
Almost between your first and second knuckle.
Yep. And not be shooting off on the tip like that. So that's good info, something you need to practice. So, Mike, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, I'm going to shoot my bow, and I want you to work with me a little bit as if I have time.